This will happen in 1 hour. Someone is about to bring a life-changing surprise. God says, don't ignore this warning. If you skip it, you'll regret it and cry later. Open this before 15 seconds end. My child, listen closely. I am speaking to you now because something is already moving toward you. Heaven has set a timer that began the very moment your eyes met these words. Within 1 hour, a shift will begin that can change everything you have been waiting for. I did not bring you here by accident. I pulled you here because I am about to rewrite something in your story. This is your warning and your invitation at the same time. If you ignore it, you will look back and wish you had paused for just a few more seconds to listen. You felt the pull in your spirit the moment this appeared. That quiet stirring inside you is my voice. You have been asking for a sign, a direction, a confirmation that I have not forgotten you. And here it is. I am not far away. I am near you, closer than your own breath, and I am watching every heartbeat that trembles inside you. You have walked through days that felt endless, through nights that whispered fear, through seasons when nothing made sense. But now heaven has turned its face toward you. The next hour is not ordinary, it is divine. I have seen the tears that no one else saw. I have watched you pretend to be strong while silently breaking inside. I have seen the doors that shut in your face, the prayers that seemed to float unanswered, the people who promised to stay but left when you needed them most. I saw it all, and still, I held you together when you thought you were falling apart. You did not survive by your own strength, you survived because my hand never left you. Every delay, every heartbreak, every silent night was building this very moment. Listen carefully. There is a plan unfolding that you cannot yet see. Someone has already been stirred in their heart to move toward you. I have touched their thoughts. I have placed your name in their spirit. They are about to appear, and what they carry will change what you thought was lost forever. It will not come in the way you expect. It may come through a message, a meeting, a call, or a sudden opportunity. But when it comes, you will know it is me because peace will rush into your heart like warm light after a storm. Do not question why I am speaking now. Time is shorter than you think. I have been watching you miss small signs again and again because you doubted whether they were really from me. But this time I will make it clear. This hour is sacred. The world will continue spinning, but heaven is pausing over your life. Angels have been assigned to clear the path. The air around you is shifting. What looked like chaos will soon make sense. What looked like rejection will turn into redirection. I am about to show you why it all had to happen the way it did. You said in your heart, I can't take another disappointment. But I say to you, this will not end in disappointment. This will end in surprise. The kind of surprise that makes you cry tears of joy instead of pain. The kind that makes you whisper, only God could have done this. I know you are tired. I know you are afraid of hoping again. But hope is the door through which I walk in. Keep it open for just a little longer. Let me finish what I started. Right now, while you read these words, I am aligning people and places in your favor. I am speaking to someone who has the power to help you, bless you, or open a way for you. They may not even understand why they are thinking about you, but they will soon act because my spirit is guiding them. In 1 hour, a shift begins, not because of luck, not because of chance, but because it is time. The season that fought you is ending. The winds are turning. You will soon look back and see that nothing was wasted. Comment, Jesus, I'm nothing without you, if He is your only foundation. But I need your heart open. Do not let fear talk you out of what is coming. Do not scroll away thinking it's just another message. Every time you ignore my call, your heart hardens a little, and you miss the blessing attached to obedience. That is why I speak with urgency. You have cried for change, but change always begins with listening. The next hour is the doorway to the miracle you have been praying for. Stand still and let me move. You have been through enough to know that sudden pain can appear without warning. But what if sudden joy could too? What if my goodness could arrive just as unexpectedly as the heartbreak once did? That is what I am about to do. I will turn your mourning into laughter in a single moment. You will not see it coming until it is already here. That is why I call it a life-changing surprise, because you could never have planned it, but I planned it before you were even born. There is something I need you to release before the hour ends. Let go of the bitterness you've been holding. Forgive the one who betrayed you. Stop rehearsing what went wrong. These things tie your spirit down, and I cannot pour new blessings into a heart still clinging to old wounds. Forgiveness is not for them, it is for you. It opens the space where miracles grow. When you forgive, the weight lifts, and you make room for what is coming. You keep asking me, when will it be my turn? My child, it is your turn now. But I move where faith makes room. Faith is not a feeling, it is a decision to trust me even when nothing looks different yet. Speak life. Expect good. Refuse to partner with fear. Say it out loud if you must, I am ready for what God has prepared. Your words release power because they agree with heaven. The countdown has begun, your obedience determines what unfolds when the hour is complete. I am not warning you to scare you. I am warning you because love always warns before it rescues. Many people ask for my blessing but ignore my timing. They rush ahead or walk away too soon. Then they wonder why things fell apart. I am teaching you to wait just long enough for the miracle to arrive. Don't run. Don't close your heart. Don't say, maybe later. Later is how many blessings die. Now is the word that unlocks heaven. I saw what they said about you. I heard the whispers that made you doubt yourself. But I never changed my mind about you. You are still chosen. You are still loved. You are still marked for greatness even if no one else sees it yet. The pain did not cancel the promise. The delay did not destroy the destiny. What I wrote over your life still stands. And within the next hour, the first proof of that promise will appear. It may begin small, a message, a phone call, a sudden idea, a change of heart, but it will grow quickly. When you see it, don't dismiss it. Thank me for it. Speak life over it. Protect it. I am entrusting you with something precious. And remember, what you honor grows. If you honor the small beginning, I will make it overflow. If you ignore it, you will regret it later, because what you treat lightly fades away. I am a father who loves to surprise his children. I know how long you have waited, how often you wondered if I even cared. But I never stopped working behind the curtain. I was arranging divine connections, softening hearts, and positioning resources you didn't even know you'd need. All so that when this moment arrived, nothing could stop it. Even now, angels are clearing the road ahead of you. The path that looked blocked is opening. You will feel my presence more strongly tonight. You may sense peace settling over you, or a warmth in your heart that makes you want to cry. That is me confirming that this word is for you. Don't push the feeling away. Let it melt the walls you built out of pain. I am not here to judge you. I am here to heal you. I am not bringing punishment, I am bringing purpose. The tears you shed in private were never wasted. I counted them, and I turned each one into a seed. Now those seeds are ready to bloom. Some of you reading this feel unworthy. You think your mistakes have canceled your right to receive anything good. But listen, mercy is greater than failure. I do not look at you the way you look at yourself. I see beyond your flaws. I see the child I created, still fighting to believe. That is why I sent this word now. Because even though you've fallen, you haven't quit. You still hope deep inside that I can turn things around. And I will. When the hour ends, something will shift. It may not look dramatic, but you will feel it. It will be like a door unlocking in your spirit. Stay sensitive. Stay peaceful. Don't argue, don't overthink, don't run back to what hurts you. The next step will appear naturally. I will send confirmation through something simple, maybe a song, a number, a sentence someone says without knowing why. That will be your sign that the surprise is near. Do not waste this hour complaining or worrying. Use it to prepare. Clean your heart. Speak gratitude. Expect goodness. These things draw the miracle closer. Heaven responds to the sound of faith, not fear. Even if you feel weak, whisper, "I trust you." That whisper shakes darkness away more than you realize. Every time you choose faith, light wins again. I love you more than you can understand. If you could see how many times I saved you when you didn't even know you were in danger, you would fall to your knees in awe. Every breath you take is proof that I still have a plan for you. You are not forgotten. You are not too late. You are right on time for the miracle I designed with your name on it. But you must not ignore this warning. Heaven is moving now. When I say, "Don't skip this," it is because skipping it would mean missing the turning point of your life. So pause. Listen. Feel the stillness in the air around you. That is me standing beside you. The countdown continues. In 1 hour, something begins, something that will bring light where there was darkness, joy where there was sorrow, and direction where there was confusion. You are loved, chosen, and covered. Stay awake. Stay ready. Your life-changing surprise is already on its way. Right, Lord, breathe new life into me, if you're longing for His renewal. I am still here, my child. Do not rush away from this moment. You are standing in a space between what was and what will be. Heaven has already begun to move, and the sound of it is reaching your spirit. The world around you may look quiet, but the unseen realm is busy with purpose. Angels are walking through the very streets where you live. They are touching the hearts of people who will play a part in your next chapter. You cannot see them, but they have already been released to prepare the path before you. I have sent them to remove certain blocks that were placed to delay you. They are whispering to people who owe you kindness, to people who once forgot your name. They are placing remembrance in their hearts so that when your face comes to mind, they feel the pull to reach out. You will soon notice unusual connections, someone sending a message, an old friend suddenly appearing, a door opening that was closed for months. Do not call it coincidence, call it divine timing. I am orchestrating everything with care. You asked me many times why everything took so long. You felt like you were walking in circles, watching others move forward while you stayed stuck in the same place. But what you did not see was that I was building something stronger than speed. I was building endurance, wisdom, and faith. I did not withhold the blessing to hurt you. I delayed it to prepare you. The miracle you are about to receive needs roots strong enough to carry it, and now you have those roots. You learned to pray through pain, to stand when no one stood with you, to love even when your heart was breaking. That strength will protect the blessing when it arrives. Do not be afraid of the quiet moments. In silence, I do my greatest work. While you were crying, I was writing. While you were doubting, I was designing. Every no you heard from people was a hidden yes from me. Every rejection redirected you toward the place where the surprise could actually find you. You thought you were being left behind, but I was positioning you ahead of schedule. I needed you in the right place at the right hour, and that hour is beginning now. Right now, there is someone thinking of you who doesn't even understand why. They feel drawn to help you, to bless you, to give you something they don't know you've been praying for. That pull inside them is my spirit moving. The surprise is already in motion. It is not waiting for tomorrow. The energy of heaven is pressing through time itself to meet you. But hear me clearly, my child, do not let impatience steal your peace. You do not need to chase what I am already sending. You only need to stay ready to receive. I know you want to see proof, but faith is the door that proof walks through. Keep your heart open even when you see nothing changing yet. What you call nothing is actually the seed under the soil, about to break through. If you dig it up now to check, you will delay it again. Trust the process. Let me finish what I have started. Every detail is falling into place, every delay is turning into alignment. You have been through storms that made you question whether I was real. You prayed and felt silence. You begged and nothing moved. But even in that silence, I was speaking in ways your heart didn't yet understand. I was saying, hold on. I was saying, not yet. I was saying, wait for the hour I have appointed. And now that hour has arrived. This is the moment when silence turns into sound, when waiting turns into movement. You are not being ignored, you are being answered. There is a stirring in the spiritual atmosphere around you. The same way the wind shifts before rain comes, your spirit can feel that something is close. You may feel restless, emotional, even tearful without knowing why. That is how the body responds to divine movement. Do not run from it. Let the tears fall. Let the old burdens lift. You are being prepared to hold something beautiful, and your soul is stretching to make room for it. You have prayed for open doors, but you must understand that some doors must close first. That is why certain relationships ended. That is why some plans failed. You thought those endings were punishment, but they were protection. The doors that closed behind you were meant to stop the wrong people from walking into the new season meant for you. The surprise I am sending cannot survive in the presence of those who doubted or drained you. I had to separate you before I could elevate you. It was never rejection, it was redirection. You often say, God, show me what's next, but if I showed you everything, fear would stop you from taking the first step. So I reveal it piece by piece. Trust that each small step leads to a greater plan. Do not despise the small beginnings or the slow movements. They are all part of my strategy. The one who will bring this surprise into your life is closer than you think. They are being guided to you, not by accident but by divine assignment. When you meet them, you will feel peace before you feel excitement. That peace will be my confirmation. You are not unworthy of good things. Stop rehearsing the pain of the past as proof that you do not deserve joy. You were never meant to live in punishment, you were meant to live in purpose. The things that hurt you were not my cruelty, they were the fire that purified your heart. You asked me for strength, and strength comes through endurance. You asked me for wisdom, and wisdom comes through experience. You asked me for faith, and faith is born in uncertainty. Everything you asked for came disguised as something uncomfortable, but it was all an answer. I am not far from you right now. Even as you sit reading this, my presence is surrounding you like a soft light. The heaviness in your chest will begin to ease. The tension in your body will slowly release. That is not your imagination, that is my peace taking over. I want you to breathe again, to stop fighting what is already being fixed. Rest, because the battle that drained you is ending. I am bringing clarity where there was confusion, and comfort where there was chaos. You said you were tired of false promises. So I am giving you something real. My word never fails. If I said a surprise is coming, it will come. But you must make space for it by releasing control. Stop trying to figure out every outcome. Miracles are not built in human logic. They are born when surrender meets timing. I am asking for your trust, not your plan. I know what I'm doing. I see the whole picture that you cannot see yet. Do not waste energy worrying about how it will happen. Worry is the thief of timing. Faith is the keeper of blessing. Keep your focus on me. When fear tries to enter, speak out loud, I trust you, Lord. Those simple words open spiritual doors faster than any complicated prayer. Heaven does not listen to the length of your words but to the truth inside them. When you speak faith, angels move. When you speak doubt, they wait. Choose your words carefully in this hour. I will soon give you a sign so clear that you will know this message was not your imagination. You may see the same number repeated, or hear your name in a way that stirs your spirit. You may dream something that feels too real to forget. That will be my way of whispering, it has begun. When that happens, lift your heart in gratitude. Gratitude multiplies blessings faster than anything else. Thankfulness opens gates that fear kept closed. Say, Father, you're my unshakable hope, if you're standing on His promises. The people who once ignored you will start to notice you again, but this time it will be different. You will not chase them, they will seek you. You will not beg for attention, you will carry presence. That is the difference between favor and striving. I am placing divine favor on you so that what used to take months will take minutes. But you must protect your spirit from pride. Everything I give you is a gift, not a trophy. Use it to lift others, not to boast. The more you give honor, the more I will trust you with increase. There is someone reading these words who has been on the edge of giving up completely. You said you would try one more time to believe, and if nothing changed, you were done. I heard that thought, and I wrote this moment into your day just for you. You are not finished. You are being refilled. Do not walk away before the hour completes. Stay with me. Hold on for a little longer. The relief you are crying for is closer than your next breath. Your surroundings might not show any signs yet, but the spiritual atmosphere has already shifted. It begins there first before it manifests in the natural. That is why faith is necessary. It bridges the unseen to the seen. Keep believing even when your eyes see nothing, because your faith is pulling the unseen into reality. Every yes in your heart is creating movement in heaven. Keep saying yes to me. You have asked for direction about your next move, and I say this: don't rush. Let peace lead you, not pressure. Pressure screams, peace whispers. If a choice brings fear, wait. If it brings peace, move. My will always carries peace even when it requires courage. You will not have to beg for clarity, it will come softly and naturally. I will close every wrong door so that you cannot walk through it even if you tried. That is my mercy in disguise. Do not measure your progress by how others live. Your path is not their path. I have timed your miracle differently because your story will reach people theirs never could. I am using your waiting to build a testimony that will rescue others later. When the surprise arrives, it will not only bless you, it will bless many through you. What I do for you will echo beyond you. You once said, God, even if you never bless me again, I'll still love you. I never forgot that. That sentence touched heaven. It was one of the purest prayers I ever heard from you. Because of that moment, I wrote a reward into your destiny that could only be released when your heart was ready. Now it is ready. That reward is beginning to unfold, and you will see the beauty of surrender rewarded openly. There are no accidents in my timing. Every minute that feels like a delay is part of my design. Even what the enemy meant for harm is now being turned to help you. The pain that almost destroyed you will become the very proof that I was real. The loss that made you cry will become the doorway to restoration. You will soon testify of this moment and say, this was when everything began to turn. The countdown continues, and heaven will not fail. Do not be afraid of sudden change. When the surprise appears, it may rearrange some things quickly. But every shift I cause leads to peace. Trust the speed. When I move fast, it is because preparation is complete. You do not need to cling to the old when I offer the new. Let go gracefully. New blessings need new space. My love for you is not a feeling that fades, it is a promise that stands. I am not waiting for you to become perfect before I bless you. I am blessing you to remind you that you are already loved. Take this message as the confirmation you prayed for. The next hour of your life is covered by my hand. Stay calm. Stay hopeful. Stay awake to my signals. When the moment arrives, you will know without question that heaven has touched earth on your behalf. My child, as you breathe in this moment, know that nothing in your life has been wasted. Every pain, every waiting season, every lonely night was not in vain. I have been working through every detail, even the ones that broke your heart. You thought I was silent, but I was building the foundation for what comes next. What you called delay was really preparation. What you called loss was training. What you called failure was the shaping of destiny. I have never stopped watching you, and I never stopped planning good things for you. Do you remember the nights you cried yourself to sleep? I counted each tear. They were not lost in darkness. They were seeds watered by your faith. Every time you whispered, "God, help me," angels carried that prayer like light through the clouds, straight to my throne. I never turned away. I stored every prayer in the timeline of your destiny so that, when the hour came, every single one would bloom together. That hour is now beginning to open. The ground that once felt barren will soon be covered in life. You have felt forgotten, but you were hidden. I hid you because the world was not ready yet for what I placed inside you. You wanted recognition, but I wanted roots. A tree without deep roots falls when storms come, and I love you too much to let that happen. So I allowed storms early, to make your roots strong. I let some people misunderstand you so you would learn to hear my voice above theirs. I allowed disappointment to teach you dependence. These things hurt you, but they also built you. The reason you can feel my presence so clearly right now is because the season of hiding is ending. I am lifting the curtain. What was quiet will soon become visible. The strength you learned in private will now shine in public. You will begin to see opportunities where you once saw closed doors. Conversations will lead to open paths. Ideas that once felt impossible will suddenly carry favor. This is not luck. This is the fruit of waiting well. You asked me why you had to go through heartbreak, betrayal, and silence. Because love must be tested before it can be trusted. Faith must walk through fire before it can stand in glory. If I gave you everything too soon, the blessing would have broken you. Now it will build you. You have learned compassion, patience, and humility. These are treasures greater than gold. They will protect your next level from pride and destruction. The pain that once made you bitter is now the reason you can love deeper. Every scar has turned into a doorway where my light shines through. You think you lost time, but time lost you nothing. You grew in the shadows. You learned wisdom others skipped. You discovered peace not from abundance but from surrender. That is why your coming blessing will last. Many rise fast and fall faster because they never learned the rhythm of waiting. You have. That's why you will keep what others lose. The next chapter will move swiftly, but you will stay steady because patience has already shaped your heart. Right now, I am restoring things you thought were gone. Lost chances, forgotten dreams, even broken connections are being rewritten. Some people who left you will return changed. Others will reach out with apologies or opportunities. Do not hold anger in your hands when blessings try to enter. Release resentment, so your palms are open to receive. The gift I am sending may come through unexpected faces. Don't judge the wrapping, see the purpose inside. There is someone who wronged you deeply. You've carried the weight of that wound like a chain. Let it go, my child. They cannot harm what I am about to build. Forgive them, not to free them, but to free yourself. The moment you truly forgive, the heavens will release a new wave of favor. Forgiveness opens the vault of miracles. I have seen your heart wrestle with it, and I will give you strength to finally let it go. When you do, peace will flood in like sunlight breaking through heavy clouds. You have waited for people to notice you, to believe in you, to validate your worth. But the validation you seek comes from me alone. I have already called you worthy. I have already chosen you. I did not need a crowd to approve what I decided in eternity. Stop shrinking yourself to fit where you no longer belong. You were meant to stand out, not blend in. The loneliness you felt was the echo of your calling. You cannot fit into places built for smaller purposes. That ache you feel to grow is the sign that destiny is calling louder than fear. Do not fear change. Change is my language of growth. The job that ended, the friendship that drifted, the opportunity that disappeared, these were signs that new space was required. I remove what limits you, even when you try to cling to it. I do not take things to punish, I shift them to prepare. Trust the removal as much as you trust the arrival. If something leaves, it means its time is over. If something stays, it means it has purpose. Learn to bless both exits and entrances. Gratitude for both keeps your heart light. In the background, I have been connecting people who will become part of your miracle. Someone has been praying for guidance, and their answer is connected to you. I am weaving destinies together like threads in a tapestry. Soon you will see how perfectly every strand fits. You will stand in awe, realizing that nothing was random. Every delay had meaning. Every closed door was an arrow pointing to the right one. My coordination is flawless. Trust the unfolding. You keep saying, God, I'm tired. I know. That's why I am sending rest before reward. Not rest in the form of sleep, but rest inside your soul, the quiet knowing that you are safe in my plan. Stop fighting what's already finished. The outcome you fear is not your story. Peace is. You are walking into a season where you will do less worrying and see more wonder. The struggle that once defined you will become your testimony of victory. What once drained you will now sustain you. You have been preparing without realizing it. Every time you showed kindness when it wasn't returned, every time you forgave instead of fought back, every time you prayed when nothing changed, those were rehearsals for the moment that is coming. I have seen it all. None of it was wasted. Heaven keeps perfect records of hidden obedience. Every unseen act of love builds invisible walls of protection around your future. That is why you will be favored without explanation. People will wonder how things suddenly started working for you. They will not know it is the reward of every quiet yes you gave me. I want you to believe something right now. You are closer than you think. You are not standing at the edge of failure, you are standing at the threshold of fulfillment. The pain you feel is not the end, it's the final push before birth. Do not quit in labor. Do not walk away before the light breaks. You are about to see what your patience was preparing. Hold on just a little longer. The pressure you feel is proof that delivery is near. I know you wanted quick answers, but quick rarely means lasting. I am building a blessing that will not fade. You will not have to keep chasing miracles, miracles will follow you. You will walk in favor that feels effortless because you have already been refined. The surprise I spoke of will not just change a moment, it will begin a movement inside you. It will open new doors you never thought you'd walk through. Your name will be spoken in rooms you have never entered. That is my doing, not yours. Stay humble, and you will see it unfold. There is a reason I chose this exact hour to speak. The spiritual calendar has turned. What used to resist you will start to release. The heaviness around your dreams is lifting. You will notice that tasks which once felt impossible suddenly become easy. That is not coincidence, that is grace. You are moving from striving to flowing. Walk lightly. Trust the rhythm I set. I will guide your steps with peace. You will know what to do because it will feel right, not forced. You once feared missing your destiny, but destiny cannot be missed when you walk with me. Even your mistakes are rerouted into purpose. The detours still lead to the same destination because I write stories that end in redemption. Stop punishing yourself for what you did not know then. You are wiser now. Use that wisdom with gentleness, not guilt. I can turn your worst decision into someone else's miracle. Nothing is beyond redemption when I am involved. When you feel anxious, remember this: I hold time in my hands. You do not need to hurry what I have already scheduled. Breathe. Trust. Rest. The surprise coming to you is not fragile. It will not slip away because you blinked. It is anchored in divine timing, not human error. The only thing that can delay it now is unbelief. Choose belief. Even if it feels small, even if your heart trembles, whisper again, I believe you. Those 3 words release more power than you know. Soon you will feel joy returning. Not shallow happiness, but deep joy, the kind that comes when the soul knows it's safe. You will laugh without fear again. You will wake up and not dread the day. You will look around and realize that the heaviness is gone. That will be the sign that the new season has begun. When it does, remember to give me the glory. Tell your story so others find hope in theirs. I am writing a miracle so personal that it will heal more people than just you. Your testimony will open doors for others still waiting in the dark. Every waiting season ends, and yours is ending now. The hours of confusion are closing. The countdown continues toward light. I need you to stand firm, keep your faith simple, and keep your heart soft. Do not return to bitterness. Do not let disappointment whisper that nothing changes. Everything is changing even now. Heaven is never late, and you are right on time. Stay close to me in this hour. When distractions come, silence them with worship. When fear tries to rise, drown it in gratitude. When doubts speak, answer them with my promises. You are stronger than you know because I live inside you. The same power that raised the dead now raises your future. You are stepping into fulfillment, and nothing can stop it. My child, listen carefully. This hour carries weight. It is not only about blessing, it is about timing. Every miracle has a moment attached to it. When that moment comes, heaven leans close, and I whisper, now. But many miss it because they are too distracted, too doubtful, or too afraid to move when I speak. I do not want that to be you. This is the test of timing. You have asked me to open doors, but when I began to turn the handle, fear made you step back. You thought you were not ready, that you needed more proof, that maybe it was not me. Yet faith is not built on certainty, it is built on trust. When I call you forward, I do not ask you to understand, I ask you to obey. Delay is a thief. It steals the life out of blessings that were meant to grow. When you wait too long, what was fresh begins to fade. That is why I am speaking so clearly now. I do not want you to miss what is ready. I know you fear mistakes. You have been hurt before by wrong choices. You promised yourself you would never rush again. But this is not rushing, this is responding. There is a difference. Rushing comes from panic. Responding comes from peace. You will feel it inside, quiet but sure. That still peace is my signal to move. Do not wait for everyone to understand you. They cannot hear what I am whispering only to you. I will confirm it in your spirit, not through crowds. The greatest losses in life do not come from doing wrong, they come from never doing what was right at the right time. Many cry later, saying, "If only I had listened when God spoke." I say this to you with love, do not let those words become yours. When I tell you to forgive, forgive then. When I tell you to speak, speak then. When I tell you to walk away, walk then. Timing carries power because obedience keeps heaven's door open. Delay shuts it slowly until only memory remains. Comment, "My heart beats for you alone, Jesus," if He's your deepest love.